comes in and a save made. Rebound chance and another good save made by Wedgwood. He comes up with the puck in the crease and covers up for a draw. 13 seconds to go on the PK for the Devils. 6:22 to go here in the second period. Albany took a 1-0 lead in the first off a redirection off the back of one of the Lehigh Valley defensemen. Either Mark Alt or Davis Drewiski. We're still trying to find out exactly who it went off of. I've had conflicting reports, but it was Seth Helgeson's goal. Tied up at 1, though, on the first AHL goal by Joe Raycamp. The Devils soon thereafter scoring a power play goal by Blake Pietila as he redirected a Mike Sislo shot. 2-1 is the score. Haig sends it down into the corner. Mosick on his feet in the box, set to hop out. He does. Devils still strong on the penalty kill. Behind the net, Straka. Straka makes his way to the right side corner. Plays it up high to the point. Haig. Back it comes for Straka. Knocked down. Now Morin throws one through, and that one got tipped wide. Little centering play will be covered up by Wedgwood, who then gets run over by Cousins. As Cousins got pushed into the Devils' netminder. Gagne in there as well. But everyone is cleared up, and the draw will stay inside the Albany zone. 5:55 to go here in the second. A 2-1 Devils lead. Now, just earlier today, Joe Blandisi getting called up to the New Jersey Devils, traveling to Minnesota, where they will play tomorrow. Had a chance to speak with Joe earlier this week, talking about his call-up and his NHL debut. It seems only apropos that we play that interview today. We will do just that during the second intermission report, so stick around. 5:49 to go as it's dumped inside the Albany end. They wave off icing as it hit off of Rabarenka, who has it in the right side corner. Off a skate, played away to Black. Black has it for Corey Trop, who starts it up over the red line. Trop, nice pass, has Boucher left wing. Boucher floats one towards the net looking for Trop, but it was read by Drewiski. Back to the half boards, Trop. Dropped it off, Drewiski there to play it in his own zone. He'll gain neutral ice as it comes free to Raycamp. He has it for Gumas, and in the zone onside it comes. Gumas with a shot, well wide. Off to the right side half, Raycamp throws one through, looking for Gumas, but off the stick it goes of Wedgwood and into the protective netting. So another draw inside the Devils' end. 5:17 to go here in the second period. Again, Devils back in action tomorrow, a 3 o'clock game against the Hartford Wolfpack. That'll be at XL Center. It'll be the third time those two teams have met up. They will meet up a total of 6 times. It'll also be the third time the Devils have been to XL Center, as it'll be the final trip to XL Center for the Devils this season. They will play 3 more times. All 3 will be here at Times Union Center. Draw will come to the left of Wedgwood, one of the quirks of the schedule, of which there are many. Cousins and Pelly take the draw. It's one back to Lear, who throws a centering pass, goes through the blue paint, but nobody on the receiving end. Back down behind the net. Lear takes the hit from Helgeson as it comes back free. Trying to knock it away, Helgeson, picking it up, Cousins. Cousins to the right side half. His pass finds Morin. Morin gets it down low to Alt, left circle. Fans on a shooting attempt as he tried a big-time shot and just came up empty. It's back for Cousins at the point, right circle. Centering play and a great save made by Wedgwood as that comes up and into neutral ice. The Devils able to clear. Albany looking for a line change as Sam Morin has it back in his own end. Morin, the former 11th overall pick back in 2013, has that one up in a neutral ice where Alt dumps it in behind Wedgwood. 4:35 to go as Lear takes the hit from Mosick. It comes behind the net for Ben Thompson. Thompson takes the hit, makes the play as it comes free to LeBlanc, and the Devils are going to have a power play. LeBlanc over the red line, dumps it right side corner. It'll be touched up by Haig. And Ben Thompson having words with Nick Cousins. It'll be Cousins who will take a seat. Cousins now having words with Scott Wedgwood, who was making his way back to his crease. That was interesting. Cross-checking will be the call on Cousins. So Cousins will be in the box. The Devils will have a power play. They are 1 for 2 on the man advantage. The difference right now is that power play goal for Blake Pietila and the Devils. 4:23 to go here in the second period. Devils being outshot 20-14. Shots even at 8 apiece in this period. Draw will come to the left of LaBarbera. One back by Tim Brent and thrown out of play. And did that one get tipped? I don't think it did. I think that's going to be a delay of game as Mark Alt will make his way to the penalty box. Delay of game is going to be called on Mark Alton. The Devils are going to have a 5-on-3 for 1:56 seconds. He tried to clear it off the short glass on the far boards and just sent it up and out of play. A big opportunity here for the Devils to add to their lead. A 5-on-3 for 1:56 seconds. Alt in the box for delay of game. Cousins in the box for cross-checking. Draw will come to the right of LaBarbera. Huge opportunity for the Devils here on the Price Chopper power play. Tied up in the face-off dot, worked up high to Scarlett at the point. Scarlett out there with Sislo. Scarlett moves his way to the right side circle. Trop, who's out there as well, lost a stick. He gets a new twig. Laredo, short side chance, and a good save made up at the crook of the elbow by LaBarbera. So Trop does get his new stick from Devils trainer at Devils equipment manager, Andrew Schmidt. Scarlett out there with Sislo, Laredo, O'Neill, and Trop. O'Neill will take the draw, coming to the left of LaBarbera. Trop to his left, Laredo to his right, against Scarlett and Sislo man the points. 5-on-3 for 1:44 seconds. Tied up in the circle and one back for the Devils to Sislo, up to Scarlett. Scarlett getting it down low to Laredo, right side circle. Up ahead for Scarlett again. Scarlett at the slot, switches spots with Sislo, works it right side. Sislo for Scarlett, faked on a shot, doesn't take it. In down low it comes to O'Neill, left circle. O'Neill finds it through. It got through Laredo and Scarlett, though Laredo will pick it back up. Back for Scarlett, top of the point. Scarlett for Laredo, left circle, centering play, and jammed in by Brian O'Neill. A 5-on-3 power play goal. It's Matt Laredo to Brian O'Neill, who jams that one past LaBarbera, and the Devils make it a 3-1 score. O'Neill with his second as a member of the Albany Devils. Has a nice pass by Laredo down along the goal line, finding Brian O'Neill to jam that one in the back door. Still 1:24 of power play time to go for the Devils. On the delay of game minor to Mark Alt. The Devils now leading 3-1. It's going to be Scarlett and Laredo who get the assist on the O'Neill goal.
Chile goal.
Here's the call.
Scored by number 20, Brian O'Neill. That is his second goal of the season. Assist number 28, Matt Laredo, and number 24, Reese Scarlett.
So there you have it as the Devils work it right back into the zone on the power play. Black in down low, tries a centering play, bounced around in front, trying to jam that one in. The puck is nowhere to be seen as it was underneath LaBarbera. Needed a very good job of sprawling down and keeping that one out. The referee was right there looking for it and had the correct call, the no goal, as LaBarbera making a big-time save. Graham Black did a great job of rushing in there, showing good speed, getting into the zone and making a play in front of the net as he worked it all the way down below the goal line and just flipped one out in front as the Devils try to score in the second half with this 5-on-3. Still a minute and a second to go. 3:20 to go here in the second period. Devils leading 3-1 as the draw to the right of LaBarbera is played back behind the net by Lehigh Valley. Picked up there by Lear, and he throws it down the length of the ice. Back to play it for the Devils will be O'Neill. It's now picked up by Mosick. Mosick starts it up towards neutral ice. He has it for O'Neill up the left wing, into the zone, looking for Black, a bouncing puck. Nor Haig could come up with it. Instead, it's played by Trop left wing. Trop drops it off the backhand for O'Neill, left side circle. O'Neill looking for the outlet. Still looking for the outlet. Now just drops it in for Trop. Little centering pass intended for Boucher. Is hammered off the boards. Mosick keeps it in right point. Mosick drops it for Boucher, right side half. Back to Mosick at the point. Mosick finds it. O'Neill takes a shot. Didn't get a ton on it as that one goes wide of the net. 15 seconds on the power play. Boucher back in down low for Trop. Trop in the trapezoid. Centering chance and another good save made as that was Black. Mosick with a drive, and that one goes just wide. May have hit off the post. Mosick has it down for Boucher, right side. Boucher centers it. It's off the stick of O'Neill to the left side corner. We are back at even strength. Devils still trying to press here. 2:15 to go as it's played by Trop behind the goal line. Trop centers it. Kelly has it at the point. His shot redirected in front as O'Neill looking for the rebound, unable to come up with it. Kelly broke his stick on that shot as it's kept in by Ben Thompson. Hits off of Kelly's stick, or what's left of it, and is corralled by Lehigh Valley. Up in a neutral ice. Played by Scarlett for LeBlond. LeBlond into the zone right side. Drops it off for the left circle. Thompson with a shot, and that one tipped up high. Rebound finds Gagne. 1:45 to go here in the second. McDonald into the zone. He's slowed down by Scarlett. Little centering pass. Finds its way free for Gagne with a backhand on the short side. That was turned away by Wedgwood. Back in for Pelly. Down low for the Devils, Helgeson will gain control. He drops it off for Scarlett behind the goal line. Scarlett for Pelly. Pelly takes the hit by McDonald. It knocks the puck free, but only onto the stick of Scarlett. He plays catch with Helgeson behind the goal line. Now sent up into neutral ice off the stick of Drewiski. 1:20 to go here in the second. Devils up by 2, a pair of power play goals. McDonald throws it towards Gagne for a centering pass, and Pelly did a nice job of playing the man going towards the near post to prevent that one from coming through. I believe that was Martel. Back in the zone, but offsides will be called on Lehigh Valley, showing a little pushback here in this second period, but the Devils, with a pair of goals in this period, lead by 2. Seth Helgeson scored in the first to give the Devils a 1-0 lead. Blake Pietila on the power play. Brian O'Neill on the 5-on-3. As they clean up the remainders of Dan Kelly's shattered stick. The draw comes up in a neutral ice just outside the Devils' zone, far dot. One back by Albany by Kujawinski. He'll play it up in a neutral ice. Kujawinski takes the bump as we have less than a minute to go in the period. Pass finding Pietila, left side half. Pietila floats it down into the corner. Palushai has it behind the net. Battling for it there, McKelvey along with Morin. Worked along the right side corner. Pietila dug it free for a moment, but Alt is there to play it behind the net. Alt finds Palushai up the right wing. Has the pass for Cousins in the zone on side, and a little trouble corralling it. Tries to throw one towards the net before he's taken out by McPherson. Up the half boards and into neutralize. Palushai back to play it at the red line. Now in his own zone. Kujawinski in hard on the forecheck. 30 seconds remaining in the period. Into the zone it comes. Devils trying to work it right back out, and will do that as it's going to be 2-on-2 as McKelvey is there with Laredo. McKelvey into the zone, fires one in on net, looking for a rebound, but none coming as it's held in the glove of Jason LaBarbera. 18.8 seconds to go here in the second period of play. Albany up 3-1. Pair of power play goals in the second right now have given the Devils a 2-goal cushion. Again, we'll hear from Joe Blandisi. Had a chance to talk with him earlier this week about his initial call-up to New Jersey in his NHL debut. It just so happens he was called up again this morning after a 3-assist performance last night, traveling with the New Jersey Devils to Minnesota for a game tomorrow. Up in a neutral ice, it comes for Lear. He gains the red line, dumping it to the right side corner. Mosick barreling in there with Chris Connor. Connor trying to find a centering pass. It was worked aside initially by Laredo, now played by Kelly. Kelly bounces it off the board. Sislo chips it down the length of the ice, and that'll do it. For the second period of play, the Devils saw their 1-goal lead disappear on the first AHL goal of Joe Raykamp's career, but power plays for the Devils, turning the tides here. A 5-on-4 power play goal by Blake Pietila. A 5-on-3 power play goal scored by Brian O'Neill, and the Devils with a 2-goal cushion after 2 periods. Let's take a timeout. When we come back, it's the Recovery Room second intermission report. We'll take a look at the stats from the first 2 periods of play. As I mentioned, we'll hear from Joe Blandisi. I spoke with him earlier this week. Of course, we'll check out of town scores as well as we'll get you set for third period action. It's 3-1 after 2, and we're back after this on the Saratoga Casino and Raceway, Albany Devils Radio Network.
Welcome into the Recovery Room second intermission report.
And welcome back to Times Union Center. The Devils had a 1-goal lead after 1. They now have a 2-goal lead after 2, picking up a pair of power play goals in the period. Albany scored in the first to take a 1-0 lead, saw that 1-0 lead disappear in the second, but responded nearly instantaneously as they picked up their first power play opportunity, scored their first power play goal, and scored another 5-on-3 later on in the period. Let's take you back through it. In the first, back and forth play early on, but the Devils being outshot a little bit. They found themselves on the penalty kill a couple times, but it was a fortuitous bounce that put the Devils on the board first as Seth Helgeson from the left side wing just fired a shot towards the net. It took a crazy bounce off the back of one of the Lehigh Valley players. Again, we've narrowed it down to Mark Alt and Davis Drewiski. One of those two players had to go off his back. Whomever it was, it took a massive direction change and ricocheted all the way in on LaBarbera, who was moving from his right to his left and had to try to jump back to his right. And no chance at that one as it found its way in. For Helgeson, that is his first goal of the season. It gave the Devils a 1-0 lead. O'Neill tried to play it to him with a backhand. Up ahead, D-to-D, Helgeson from Scarlett. His shot, score! That one redirects off a Lehigh defenseman. No chance that time for Jason LaBarbera. An odd-angle shot from the left side half just completely changed trajectories as the Devils pick up the first goal of the night. It's a 1-0 lead. Seth Helgeson with his first of the year from Reese Scarlett and Mike Sislo with a 9:55 mark, putting the Devils on the board up 1-0. In the second period, though, early on the 3:20 mark, a nice play by Joe Rakekamp working into the zone, ripping a shot up high on the blocker side of Wedgwood, beating the Devils netminder for his first AHL goal. Tyler Goldborn and Samuel Morin getting the assist at the 3:20 mark on Rakekamp's tally to tie the game up at 1. Soon thereafter, though, Kevin Gumas was called for hooking. That came at the 4:01 mark. It took just 8 seconds of the power play for the Devils to get on the board and retake the lead as Blake Pietila did the honors. That is second best. Laredo floats it up high to Mosick at the point. Mosick finding it for Sislo at both of those power play goals. He throws one in front. It's tipped by Pietila up and over the shoulder of Jason LaBarbera. Sislo threw one to the net, and Pietila got a perfect tip on it as it went up and over LaBarbera, and the Devils, just like that, have retaken the lead. 4:09 was the time, less than a minute later, and 8 seconds into their power play. Blake Pietila with his 6th of the year from Mike Sislo and Ryan Kuchawinski on the power play, making it a 2-1 Devils lead. Later in the period, Nick Cousins was called for cross-checking at the 15:37 mark. Just 4 seconds into the power play, Mark Alt trying to clear the puck, threw it out of play. It was a delay of game, and it gave the Devils a 5-on-3. They would take full advantage of the 2-man advantage and take a 2-goal lead. For Laredo, left circle, centering play, and jammed in by Brian O'Neill. A 5-on-3 power play goal. It's Matt Laredo to Brian O'Neill, who jams that one past LaBarbera, and the Devils make it a 3-1 score. It was Brian O'Neill with his 2nd of the season for the Devils in just his 7th game as a member of the Albany Devils. 16-17 was the time. O'Neill's 2nd from Laredo and Scarlett on the 5-on-3, making it a 3-1 score. That is where we stand after 2 periods. Shots on goal in the second, 14-8 in favor of the Devils, overall 20-20. Albany 2 for 4 on the power play. All of the power play opportunities coming in that period. 2 power play opportunities for Lehigh Valley in the second. They did not score on either of them. They are 0 for 4. Scott Wedgwood has stopped 19 of 20. Jason LaBarbera has stopped 17 of 20. The Devils have a 3-1 edge after 2 periods of play. Let's take a timeout. When we come back, we'll hear from Joe Blandisi, Albany Devils rookie forward, who has got his 2nd call-up to the New Jersey Devils just this morning. We talked to him earlier this week about his first call-up and his NHL debut. You'll hear that when we come back here on the Saratoga Casino and Raceway Albany Devils Radio Network. West at Grand Rapids. Bridgeport is at Hartford, Providence at Springfield, Hershey at Syracuse, Rochester at Binghamton, Utica at Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Toronto at Manitoba, Iowa at Milwaukee, Chicago at Texas, Bakersfield hosting Ontario, San Diego hosting Charlotte, and San Jose playing host to San Antonio. To the NHL we go, and in the NHL, a pair of games from earlier today. Philadelphia over the Islanders 4-0. Washington over the New York Rangers 4-3 in overtime. Later tonight, Pittsburgh at Montreal, Boston at Ottawa, Carolina at Columbus, and Toronto at San Jose. 8 o'clock, it's Minnesota at Dallas. 9 o'clock, Nashville at Arizona. 10 o'clock, Tampa at Vancouver. And 10:30, St. Louis at L.A. Right here, it is a 3-1 Devils lead after 2. We have the third period coming up right after this on the Saratoga Casino and Raceway Albany Devils Radio Network.
You've been listening to the Recovery Room Second Intermission Report. Third period action begins right now.
Set to go for the third period of play. The Devils and Lehigh Valley Phantoms. Albany leading 3-1 as we get set to go at the center ice dot. And we are underway as it's won back by Lehigh Valley with the Devils going right to left across your radio dial here in the third. Albany took a 1-0 lead on a Helgeson goal in the first. It was tied up at 1 on the first AHL goal of his career by Joe Raykamp early in the second. But the Devils responded with a power play goal by Pietila and a 5-on-3 goal by Brian O'Neill. Alt gets it behind the net. Coming off to the left side corner. It's tied up off the referee, actually, as Tim Brent tried to work that one away. Referee finally able to scamper out of the way of the puck as it slides behind the net. To the right side corner, it's Helgeson. Helgeson lifting it up in a neutral ice. Club down by Straka, trying to keep it alive. He has it for Connor, right side corner. Chris Connor plays it back behind the net, though Mosick is there for the Devils. He'll find Trop in the left side corner. Trop pressured away by Moore and does a good job of working that one free. Still tied up. Connor centers one in front and a good left pad save made by Wedgwood. Up a chance right in front by Tim Brent. Now Black will skate it up in a neutral ice. His pass finds Trop, right side circle. Trop with a drive and he sent it high. Trying to go up over the glove hand of LaBarbera and just sent that one too high. Long pass finds Palushai. Hit him off the back, but he's able to play it in the zone onside. His pass tipped by Sislo up in a neutral ice and a foot race for it now with Jesper Pettersson. Sislo works it into the zone, trying for a centering pass. It's redirected by O'Neill and a good save made again by LaBarbera as the Devils putting the pressure on early here. Taken away, Laredo fires one in front and Mike Sislo finishes the play for the Devils, swarming in front of LaBarbera. It's a 4-1 Albany lead, less than 90 seconds into the third period. Now the Devils with a couple good chances. We saw Corey Trop break in for a chance. And the Devils coming right back in as Laredo found Sislo in front, and Sislo just hammered that one by LaBarbera as the Devils make it 4-1 here early in the third. It's a good forecheck by Laredo as it was dropped off by O'Neill, who'll get the secondary assist.
Sislo. That is his 16th goal of the season. Assist number 28, Matt Laredo, and number 20, Brian O'Neill.
So there you go, as icing is going to be called on the Devils. As the puck will come back down inside the Albany end. Mike Sislo with the tally for Albany. He leads the Devils with 16 goals scored, and now is just one away from Peter Straka, who has 17 and leads the American Hockey League. Draw will come to Wedgwood's right. Sislo now with a goal and 2 assists on the night. As a draw to the right of Wedgwood. Pushed away for Albany by McKelvey. He'll start it up the ice along the right wing. Chipping it into the zone onside. Haig, first man back to play it. Taken off by Kujawinski. Pietila bounces it up for Rabarenka at the point. Rabarenka sending it down behind the goal line. Kujawinski trying to get there, battling with LaMarche, who finds it for Gagne, and up in a neutral ice it comes. Rabarenka kicks that back to himself in his own zone as he'll play it on the backhand up in a neutral ice. Kujawinski will send it the rest of the way. The Devils will change up on the fly. Pass in a neutral ice, tipped in onside for Gumas. Gumas throws one towards the net, but it never got in. Gumas now retreating, has to play it back in a neutral ice, forcing a clear by Raykamp, who is the man inside the zone. Now dumped in right side corner. First man there will be Gumas, as Gumas overskating that one just a hair. Taken away as it was trying to find Goldborn, and up in a neutral ice it comes. LeBlanc in the right boards, takes the hit by Tyrell Goldborn. Down into the right side corner it goes. Spun around is Pelly as he tries to battle for it behind the net with Gumas sliding in. Back for Goldborn. Goldborn will play it up the left wing in a neutral ice. Pelly right behind him as he takes a heavy hit by LeBlanc. Does Tyrell Goldborn undercut him right in front of the penalty boxes. Delayed offsides, and now not quite so delayed, as the draw will come back into neutral ice with just under 3 minutes gone by here in this third period of play. The Devils getting big performances tonight. Brian O'Neill, Mike Sislo, Matt Laurito having another big game for the Devils as they are finding offense. Offense that they are needing, especially without the likes of Joe Blandisi, Jim O'Brien, Paul Thompson, and their leading defensive scorer, Marc-Andre Gragnani. Still getting it done, though, are the Devils. They lead 4-1 here. Dumped in behind LaBarbera. It'll be picked up by Drewiski. Drewiski able to drop it off into the corner boards. Pettersson starts it up the right wing and into neutral ice. Intended for Connor, who gets slowed down with a check of Kelly. Straka brought it into the zone onside. Down to the right side half. Straka in down low, trying for a centering chance, and that one sent in by Drewiski off the one-timer. Wedgwood saying that he was interfered with, and Kowalski agreeing, as that will be a goal scored by Drewiski. Now the linesman will be called over to talk things over with the referee. The referee talking over with the linesman, as it looked like Wedgwood was saying that he was bumped into. Drewiski had the shot as he took the one-timer from the slot. The question was Wedgwood interfered with? And the answer is actually yes, as Chris Connor looked like he may have bumped into him. The referee will go over and talk with Devils head coach Rick Kowalski. And well, maybe Kowalski's saying that it was not intentional or didn't affect the play, as the referee went over to have a quick word with Kowalski, who appeared to say, all right, let's just keep going. Here's the call.
Drewiski, assist number 37, Tim Brent, and number 24, Peter Straka.
First goal of the season for Drewiski.
Of the third period.
Brent and Straka getting the assists. Devils dumping it into the zone. It's O'Neill, left side corner. It's a 4-2 game as O'Neill takes a hard cross-check from behind by LaMarche, working his way down into the corner. Devils trying to dig that one out right side half. LaMarche plays it behind the net. We'll see what kind of jump that gives the Lehigh Valley Phantoms as they pick up their second goal on the night. Again, this was Drewiski with his first on the season, as Haig tries to chip it out, does not succeed. O'Neill on the right side trying to find that one for Laurito, but it'll be played away by Lear into neutral ice. Lear knocked down by Laurito as the Devils send it back into the zone, quickly thrown back out, and Rabarenka gloves it down. He has it for McPherson, who over the red line will hammer that one in around the boards. Left side half, McKelvey kept it in for a moment as he dumps it to the left side corner. LaMarche finding Haig. Haig right side. He'll take the bump there, bouncing it back behind the net for LaMarche with the pass a bit wide, and Kujawinski comes in with a heavy hit and knocks it free for McKelvey. McKelvey with a short side chance. Off the blocker it goes along the near side post. Back behind the net, Pietila. Short side shot, and that one turned aside as well. Helgeson pinches in. He'll take the hit, but makes the play as he and McDonald having words. McDonald has already been in a fight as Helgeson drops McDonald. Can go to the left side half. McDonald puts the hit in on Kujawinski. Got to give him a face wash as well as he went down, as Colin McDonald not pleased at the moment. McKelvey walks through his shot up high, and McDonald came in with a heavy hit on McKelvey. Along the half boards it comes. Helgeson and McDonald go shoulder to shoulder just in front of the visiting bench. As now McDonald will be worked towards the Devils bench. That was an eventful shift inside the offensive zone, but back inside the Devils end. A shot by Gagne is gloved down by Wedgwood, and he is there to hold on. Draw will stay inside the zone. I'm not sure if McDonald initially wanted to drop the gloves with Helgeson, but again, McDonald cannot. I mean, he could, but he would get kicked out of the game as he is not allowed to get another major for fighting. Again, that did not occur, so no harm, no foul, I suppose. Draw will come to Wedgwood's right as they fix the net. Is popped off the mooring for a moment. It'll be Pelly to take the draw against Tim Brent. 4-2 is the score. Shots even at 23 apiece. Quickly one back to Straka with a shot that's swatted aside by Wedgwood after taking a turn. Off the boards, it's Kelly into neutral ice. Knocked down by Morin. Will take the hit from Pelly, who dumps it back in the zone, does Morin. Finding it, Wedgwood behind the net. Once again for Kelly. Pelly finds it for Ben Thompson, who works it up the left wing. Thompson gets it into the zone, but it is kicked off of the skate of Alt and into the visiting bench for a draw that'll stay inside neutral ice. The Devils with a pair of power play goals in the second period. Stake them to a 3-1 lead. A quick goal scored for Albany early on by Mike Sislo. Made it 4-1. It currently stands at 4-2 after Drewiski picked up his first of the season. Thompson battles to the right side corner. He got bowled down by Drewiski as they'll battle for it. Quickly coming LeBlond with a shot and a save made. Puck bounces free to the left side half. Rabarenka will take the hit from Raycamp, working it into the corner. Up high to the point it comes, Rabarenka. Again, kept it in, looking for LeBlond. This time it's Raycamp getting it up into neutral ice, but not far. It's Black at the red line. Dumps it back in and gives chase right corner. Ian Drewiski will work into the corner boards for it. Now dropped up for Gumas, who finds it for Jesper Pettersson. Pettersson off the boards. Misplay by Raycamp and kept in by LeBlond. He'll send it off the backboards, looking for Trop. It's a bit wide of Trop as McPherson will pinch in down the right side corner to keep it alive. For Trop down behind the goal line, too much as Gumas plays it around the boards. Up to the point, Graycamp again is there, but can't get it out. Gumas, though, will do it himself. Kevin Gumas over the red line, slides one in on Wedgwood, who sticks it off to the left side corner confidently, and behind the net it comes. First man there will be Connor. One-time chance on a shot by Palushai, as that one rode high over the net. Devils able to work it up into neutral ice. 13-10 to go here in the third. Devils leading by a 4-2 score. Back into the zone it comes. Palushai is going to be offsides as it's finally touched up by Cousins. And the draw will come back. Kind of a bouncing puck situation there. 13:05 to go here in the third. Albany up 4-2. The Devils will take on the Hartford Wolfpack tomorrow. Draw just outside the zone. And back inside the Albany end. Picked up by Helgeson. Helgeson starts it up in a neutral ice. His pass finds O'Neill on the left wing. O'Neill just chips that down into the corner where he retrieves it himself, taking the shoulder by Alt. Around the boards it comes for Sislo. Sislo behind the net for O'Neill. O'Neill, left side corner, looking for the outlet. He spins it to the top of the circle, now up high to the point. Backhands it for Sislo. He'll curl towards the slot, just dumps one to the right side corner. Didn't ever had a shooting lane to go for there. Was looking instead for Laredo. It comes from behind the net and is played by Alt into neutral ice. Long pass, finding into the zone onside by Danik Martel, though knocked right back out as it's Sislo up the right wing as O'Neill with him. Now Laredo in the slot. His shot and he sent it high. Rebound, slowed down off the backboards. Back for Sislo. Sislo from the slot, left side, finds it. O'Neill with a drive, and that one blocked down, comes to the right side corner. O'Neill looking to battle for it there, trying to dig that one out as it's worked free by McDonald. And Colin McDonald able to get it up in a neutral ice. 8 minutes gone by here in the third. McKelvey with a nice play, working it into the zone onside for Kujawinski, who gets tangled up with Robert Haig. Puck pops free for a moment. It's blocked down. McKelvey tried to drop it onto his stick to get a shot, but was unable to do so as he was quickly played upon by a pair of black jerseys. LaBarbera plays it behind his own net. 11:45 to go here in the third. Devils up by 2 as it's brought in the zone by Brent. Brent able to play behind the net. Wedgwood slows it down to the trapezoid, ripping it off the glass. Took a funny hop off a corner stanchion and pops out for the Devils to McKelvey. Now Kujawinski. Kujawinski off the left wing into the zone onside, but Pettersson quickly there as a long pass for Brent is tipped into the zone onside, down into the corner. McPherson, the first man, drops it off, played away by Connor, looking for the centering pass for Straka, and it was played away by Pelly. Rabarenka able to skate it into safety. Now back into neutral ice it goes. Drewiski Throws it into the zone, played away by McPherson, and he'll play it up in a neutral ice for McKelvey up the right wing. McKelvey in front of the penalty boxes, dumps it into the zone with Pelly giving chase. He runs Pedersen into the backboards with LeBlanc coming in. LeBlanc now on the right side corner, looking for the outlet. Throws one towards the net. LaBarbera had to stick that one away. Did not have a ton on it, but there was some traffic in front. Big hit by LeBlanc as he absolutely crushed Raycamp along the boards, and back into neutral ice it comes. Devils working it back in. Ben Thompson to the right side corner. Played back by Drewiski. Drewiski as Raycamp trying to go after LeBlanc, who just kind of shoves him aside. Back inside the zone it comes, where it will be an icing call. LeBlanc just crushing Raycamp along the near side boards as we approach the halfway point here in the third. 10:38 to go. Devils leading by a 4-2 score. Draw will come to the right of LaBarbera. It'll be Black to take the draw. Boucher to his left, Trop to his right. Taking the draw against Kevin Gumas. Kelly and Scarlett man the points. It comes to Kelly off the face-off win by Black. Black able to play it left side corner. Tangled up with Gumas on the play, trying to work it free to Trop, who takes a hit on the play by Pedersen. It's popped free to Boucher, throws one towards the net. Black got a piece, but it ricocheted off the near post. Back it comes for Trop. Trop left side corner. Bumped again by Pedersen, but still on it. Strong on the puck is Trop. Finds it free. Boucher with a shot. And a save made by LaBarbera. Strong play by Corey Trop. Kept in for a moment by Kelly, but he'll have to pull it into neutral ice where Boucher is there to find it for Trop once again. Trop back for Boucher into the zone. Boucher winds, fires, but his pass was tipped away off to the left side corner. Heavy hit coming in by Trop once again. He has the puck free, bottom of the circle, trying to slip one in front, and a battle for it along the near side post is finally covered up and held on to by LaBarbera, but that will draw a crowd in front of the crease. There will be a draw in the offensive zone with 9:55 to go here in the third period of play, but before we get to that, we'll take a timeout. Devils leading 4-2 here in the third. We're back right after this on the Saratoga Casino and Raceway, Albany Devils Radio Network.
This is Chris McKelvey, and you're listening to Albany Devils Hockey.
The Devils leading here by a 4-2 score as the draw will come to the right of LaBarbera. Albany took a 1-0 lead on a Seth Helgeson goal. Saw that lead disappear on a Joe Raycamp tally. Took it back almost immediately on a power play goal. Added to it with a 5-on-3 tally. An even strength goal by Sislo started out this period to make it a 4-1 lead. It sits at 4-2 after the goal by Lehigh Valley, scored by Drewiski. Devils still in the offensive end as a missed pass finds Sislo on the right side corner. A little trouble on the handle as Cousins will work that one free. Cousins up into neutral ice. Sends that off the sideboards into the zone, just onside. That will be picked up by O'Neill. O'Neill in front of his own net has it for Helgeson. Will pull it back, finding now Mosick in the corner. Wojtek Mosick takes the hit as Cousins came in hard, but it'll be played away by Helgeson. Given away off his pass intended for Laredo. Helgeson back to try to pick it up. Now up to the right side point. Alt is there. His shot blocked down by O'Neill, and the Devils try to push it 3-on-3. O'Neill from the red line. In the zone onside. O'Neill drops it for Sislo. His shot, blocker save. Laredo was looking for the rebound. Now he'll throw one towards the net. Knocked away and worked up in a neutral ice by Palushai. Aaron Palushai. Slowed down by the shoulder of Kelly as he dumps it into the zone. Played by Wedgwood away. Kelly in a neutral ice for Kujawinski. Ryan Kujawinski over the red line dumps that one into the zone onside. All the way behind the net it comes, where it'll be played by the netminder. LaBarbera got it off to the corner. McKelvey in there hard on the forecheck. Trying to dig that one out of the corner boards. Maxime Lamarche is there, as is Gagne and Kujawinski. Very conference call going on in the right corner. Finally dug free and played to Haig. Robert Haig with a long pass, picked off by Scarlett at the red line with a good play. He'll dump it right back into the zone. They were trying a stretch pass to see if they couldn't get a long one to Danik Martel. Now tied up left side corner. Pietila was in there. McKelvey coming in as well, as Pietila and Haig sit on the peripheries, as does Gagne. It comes free to Sam Gagne, who works it up the right wing. He's taken off the play on a good move by Pietila. It works back its way to the point, though, and Gagne this time will clear it up. Not far, though, as Pietila sends it right back in, slowed down by LaMarche, but he does get it in the zone. It allows the Devils to change up on the fly. Long pass, this time it connects to Martel. Martel sending it to the left side corner. Rabarenka, the first man there. Able to get it by Gagne. He'll find it up for Pelly. Now a quick pass up ahead on the right side for Thompson. Thompson chips it in the zone for LeBlanc. LeBlanc back for Thompson. Firing it in front, and a save made as holding on as LaBarbera has a good play by that fourth line. Pelly, LeBlanc, and Thompson. A nice little touch passing led to a good chance in front for the Devils. Still 4-2 game, 7:44 to go. Shots now 29-24 in favor of the Devils. 9-4 in favor of Albany in the period. That was Thompson who took the shot, as it was right on his shooting hand. LeBlanc was on his offhand, so he was unable to take the shot there. Pelly was trailing just a bit, as it'll be LaBarbera's left, where the draw is won back by Lehigh Valley. The Phantoms working it up as Alt will play it back now from Morin. Samuel Morin through neutral ice. Straka got the tip, and into the corner it goes. Mosick over-skating it just a bit, but Straka did the same, as working it now in the left side corner is Pelly, who gets it free behind the net. Rod Pelly starting it up. He'll flip that one into neutral ice, trying to knock it down as Thompson. It gets into the zone. The Devils will start for a line change as that comes all the way in on Wedgwood. Thought about playing the puck for Helgeson instead. With a couple of Phantoms nearby, he holds on for a face-off. 7:16 to go here in the third. A 4-2 Devils lead. Albany scoring 3 straight to go from a 1-1 game to a 4-1 lead. Draw to the left is one all the way down the length of the ice, as it'll be played back behind the net for Cousins. Cousins, bottom of the circle, tried to play that up high to the point for Alt, but he had pinched way down on the play, and instead goes all the way down the length. Morin has to get back in a hurry. Samuel Morin lost it to Boucher, who came in nicely on the forecheck, but it is popped free and played away by Cousins. Cousins battling left corner with Trop, who gets it free. Trop trying a centering pass up high to Scarlett. Scarlett shot through traffic. Black looked for the tip, and it went wide. Now back up in a neutral ice. Trop has had a very nice game for the Devils here tonight. He's been extremely consistent for Albany this season. Back behind the net it comes. To the right side corner in the Devils zone. Trying to work that free is LaMarche. It pops away to Cousins. Up high to the point it goes. One-time chance coming from Haig, but seeing that one all the way and into the glove. Scott Wedgwood able to close up on it. 6:29 now to go here in the third. The Devils back in action tomorrow, as they are back for their final trip to XL Center. That'll be a 3 o'clock game tomorrow, by the way. You can hear it on 104.5 The Team, ESPN Radio, right here on AHLLive.com. Your choice. Right chance right off the face-off. Ends up for Haig along the right side point. He'll turn around for a shot. That one went just wide. Wedgwood got a piece off the right pad. Now Gagne in the corner. Taken off the play by Rabarenka. Slips a pass for McPherson, who skates it through the circles and into neutral ice. Looking for Sislo, who guides it into the zone. Haig is back to play it, though, right side corner. Up the boards, Laredo finds it. Laredo trying to cycle it down low for O'Neill, but Haig comes away with it. Back up into neutral ice. Rabarenka there with 6 minutes even remaining. Here in the third period, the Devils up 4-2. Quick pass into the zone for Sislo. Was a little bit long as he has to chase it into the right corner, but a short side shot goes through the crease. It's back for O'Neill. O'Neill takes the bump on the play by LaMarche, dropping it into the corner boards. It finds its way up high for McDonald, who is battling with Helgeson on the play, and back into neutral ice it'll go. Into the zone onside, left circle, Kumas with a shot. It's blocked by Mosick wide. To the right side corner, Raykamp takes the hit by Helgeson. Devils work it free. Pietila has it for Laredo. Laredo gains the red line and floats it down to the left side corner. Pietila, the first man there, protects the puck in the corner boards, looks for the outlet, floats it up high to Scarlett. Scarlett throws one off the backboards. McKelvey is there. Breaking his stick on the play is Drewiski. He'll get one from Goulbourne. Back up ahead to the point. Scarlett again. One man without a stick, that's Goulbourne. Kelly has it left point. Kelly sends it off the backboards again. It'll come to Kujawinski, right corner. Kujawinski takes the bump, plays it up to the point. Scarlett can't keep it in as he plays it up into neutral ice. Brought back in by Kuchawinski, trying to fight his way through. It goes off the skate of Drewski, who now does have a stick, as does Goldborn. After the puck came into neutral ice. Straka finding it for Pedersen. Pietila getting into it a little bit, but not all that much with Joe Raycamp, as those two will go their separate ways, and the puck will come back inside the Albany zone. 4:40 to go. Third period of play, and the Devils up a pair. Trying to hold on here as Kelly battles behind the goal line. Kuchawinski in there as well as Straka digs it free, has it to the right side corner. Morin way down on the play. Activating the D as we'll keep an eye as time continues on the netminder, LaBarbera. LeBlanc will bring this one into the zone onside. LeBlanc cuts through. LeBlanc trying to take a shot and just lost an edge. Nice little move right through the slot along the hash marks, but just blew a tire in doing so as he tried to make a nifty play as he and Ben Thompson were coming in. Devils working up high to the point in their own zone, not out. Kept in by Morin. He finds Alt with a shot, and that one tipped just wide of the net. Back behind the net it comes. It's corralled by Brent. Brent finds it up high to the point. Again, there's Morin. Another shot tipped way up high and into the netting for a stoppage of play. The draw will stay inside the Albany zone. 3:54 to go here in the third. 4-2 Albany leading. They took a 1-0 lead on a goal by Seth Helgeson. That was redirected off the back of one of the Lehigh Valley defensemen. The Devils in the second period saw their lead disappear on a goal scored by Joe Raycamp, his first AHL tally. That came early on at the 3:20 mark, but just 49 seconds with the Devils on their first power play of the night. Took just 8 seconds on the power play for Pietila to redirect a Mike Sislo shot and to retake the lead for the Devils at 2-1. Before the period closed, they made it 3-1 on a Brian O'Neill 5-on-3 goal. They made it 4-1 on a Mike Sislo tally early moments here in the third period. It has been 4-2 as Davis Drewski picked up a one-timer from the slot that he fired in past Wedgwood. That is where we stand. Up ahead at the point, LaMarche. LaMarche finding it for Haig. Left circle, his shot tipped just wide of the net as it'll come back behind the net of the trapezoid once again. 3.5 to go. Still no movement from netminder LaBarbera, as we'll see when and if Scott Gordon decides to pull his netminder for the extra attacker, needing two. Taken away by Trop as Trop races in past Lear, right circle. Trop can't control it as it rolls up off his stick and on to LaBarbera. He had to kind of cut to the right circle to come up with that one with Taylor Lear bearing down and just couldn't control that one completely. It actually gave LaBarbera a little bit of trouble just because it was not what he was expecting, but he was able to deal with that one as Trop tried to salt this one away. 3:16 to go. That was a great play by Trop on Lear initially on the forecheck, but just had a little trouble, almost lost an edge, had trouble corralling the puck. Got a chance in, but a good save made by the netminder LaBarbera. Face off deep inside the Lehigh Valley zone. It's Alt. Finding it up for McDonald. He'll gain the red line and dump it in the zone onside. Down to the right side corner. Scarlett trying to get that one free. It plays its way off the half boards where O'Neill takes the bump by Gagne. McDonald walked in, but it comes away to Kelly. Kelly finding Sislo. Sislo just throws a backhander trying to get it into the zone for O'Neill. It would have been an offsides call on the Devils, and still it's pulled right back out. Into the zone, McDonald. Lost it for Kelly. Kelly finding O'Neill in front of his own bench. He has it now for Laredo with 2:45 to go. Off for Sislo, right circle. His shot snapped his stick right in two as it's played back up high to the point. McPherson keeps it in. A shot redirected in front. Pietila trying to chip one in. A good save by LaBarbera as that one changed direction, changed velocity. It got slow in a hurry as LaBarbera had to stick with that one and did to cover it up for the draw. Now just 2:33 to go here in the third. The Devils up by a pair. Shots 31-26 in favor of Albany. 11-6 in favor of the Devils here in the third. Albany with a goal in the first, 2 in the second, 1 here in the third. Draw to the left of LaBarbera. It pops up just over his head. He tried to glove it down, could not. But it comes off to the left side corner. Still in the phantom zone. Devils trying to dig it out. Kuchawinski, though Morin is there as he's able to skate it free. Sam Morin has it up the right wing where it's played by Haig. Dumping it in the zone onside. Wedgwood will play it as the extra attacker will come on. Around the boards it comes Haig. Battling with Pietila. Pietila dug it free. Can he get it out of the zone? He does, but this is going to be icing on the Devils as it's just chipped down the length of the ice. LaBarbera is out. The extra attacker is on. Icing is called on the Devils. 2:05 still to go, so an early time to pull the netminder, but needing 2 goals. Scott Gordon knows he cannot waste much time. Needing to come away with a tally very quickly and then try to get another. Draw will come to the left of Scott Wedgwood. It will be one back for the Devils by Kujawinski away from Tim Brent. Down the length of the ice it goes. Gagne gives chase, and icing will be called. As Gagne touches that one up. So another draw back inside the Devils' end. Now just under 2 minutes to go, $1:58 remaining. Devils play tomorrow, 3 o'clock, right here on AHL Live. Also on 104.5 The Team, ESPN Radio. 3 o'clock game against the Hartford Wolfpack at XL Center. 2:50 for the pregame show. Timeout called by Scott Gordon, as he looks to draw up a play in need of a goal, and in need of a goal in a hurry are the Phantoms. So a timeout called. Now the Devils trying to extend some pretty impressive streaks. And I'll tell you what, yesterday and today, dealing with some fairly adverse situations. We talked to head coach Rick Kowalski. You heard during the first intermission, early in the season, the Devils were dealing with injuries. Had a lot of injuries they had to deal with. Landisi getting hurt, Helgeson getting hurt, Graniani got hurt, Thompson got hurt, O'Brien got hurt. Over and over, the Devils had a ton of injuries they had to deal with. What they did not have to deal with were call-ups. They did not have almost any. In fact, they got a player down in Boucher early on. However, the tables have turned, and as is the case in the American Hockey League, the injury bug has moved from the Albany Devils down to the New Jersey Devils. And New Jersey, in need of players, has called up 4 in the past 2 days. Thompson, O'Brien, Graniani, Blandisi, all up. Back underway, a shot, save made, rebound in front, trying to lift that one up. It comes through and misses as it goes right through the crease. Wedgwood could not control the rebound. He kind of dived out to make a play on it, put him out of position, but Brent not able to do much. 1:43 to go. Behind the net, Brent. One-time chance. That one goes through the crease, and unable to corral it in time was Cousins. Cousins has it back at the point, Alt. Alt throws it D to D. Shot comes from Gagne. Blocked down and bounces behind the net. Little centering play, and Cousins misfires. Alt with a chance and a save made by Wedgwood. Back to the left side half now. 1:25 to go. Devils leading 4-2. Extra attacker on for Lehigh Valley. An empty net as LaBarbera's on the bench. Cousins walks in his shot. Redirected just wide as Brent got a piece. Back for Gagne, left point. Gagne looks for the opening. Just sends it down to the right side corner for Lear. Lear has Cousins along the right side half board. Back for Lear down behind the goal line. He'll look to switch places with Cousins. Feeling the pressure there by Roborenko. Alt. Gagne fires a shot. Knocked down in front. Cousins for a turnaround chance. It's blocked down. Less than a minute to go. Cousins takes a hard hit by McPherson. It goes around the boards. Alt keeps it in right point. Back for Gagne. Misplayed. Can he keep it in? He cannot. As the Devils send it down the length of the ice. This will be icing on Albany once again. Oh, now they're going to wave it off. They're going to wave off the icing call as the Devils are going to get to take that line change they never got a chance to. 38 seconds to go as it's dumped back in the Albany end. Helgeson, the first man back to play it, rips it around the boards. It'll go up to the point, kept in. Big shot and blocked there by the shin pad of Rod Pelly. Gagne gets it back in down low. 27 seconds. Little centering pass. Pops up high to the point. Knocked aside for the Devils. Cousins tries to keep it in and succeeds. Throwing it down to the right side corner. Rolling off the dasher, Helgeson. Battling Chris Connor as McDonald gets it behind the net. 15 seconds to go. It's back up at the point for Gagne. He'll find it to the right side for Gagne once again. A shot through a ton of traffic. Don't know where the puck is. I don't think anyone really does. Jamming at it. Trying to cover it up is Wedgwood. No whistle. The puck's still free. It's knocked down in front, and that will do it. As some pushing and shoving after the play between Morin and Trop. Wedgwood was sprawled out trying to make a save as Morin goes up and over and hits Trop as they were being separated. The Devils hold on for the win here. Some chances late, but with that 2-goal cushion, the Devils come away with the victory. 4-2 the final score. Now still some conversing ongoing betwixt the two teams. But a victory here as McDonald trying to go right back after Trop. The referee is right there to usher him towards the bench. LeBlanc out there as well just to keep the peace. Well, and now cooler heads will prevail. Each team will head to their respective area. The Devils head right to center ice as they salute the crowd here at Times Union Center. 10 straight wins for the Devils here at Times Union Center. 6 straight wins for Albany overall as they win this one by a final score of 4-2. Pair of power play goals in the second period. Put the Devils back on top after scoring early in the first. They picked up an insurance goal in the third, and they hold on late. 4-2 the final score. Albany over the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. Let's take a timeout. When we come back, we will have the Lynn's Uptown Sports Bar and Pizzeria post-game show. We'll take a look at the stats from the first two periods of the first. We'll take a try that again. We'll take a look at the stats from this one. Of course, we will check the out-of-town scores as well. Get you set for tomorrow's game featuring the Devils and the Hartford Wolfpack at XL Center. 4-2 the win for the Albany Devils here tonight. We're back after this on the Saratoga Casino and Raceway Albany Devils Radio Network.
It's time now for the Lynn's Uptown Sports Bar and Pizzeria postgame show.
And welcome back to Times Union Center. Welcome into the Lynn's Uptown Sports Tavern post-game show. Josh Heller, glad to have you joining me here. It is 10 straight wins at Times Union Center for the Albany Devils. They improved to a really unbelievable 14-2-1 here at home this year. It's also 6 straight wins for the Devils overall, and a big win tonight as they knock off the Lehigh Valley Phantoms by a final score of 4-2. Let's take it back through this one as the Devils got on the board first at the 9:55 mark. Not necessarily a conventional goal by any stretch of the imagination, but one they'll take all the same. It was a shot by Seth Helgeson from the left side point, thrown just towards the net, and to be honest with you, I don't think it was actually going to get to the net. It looked like it was going to go wide past the far post. LaBarbera, the netminder, seemed to think the same as he moved from his right to his left just to cover his bases, but it ricocheted off the back of one of the defensemen for the Lehigh Valley Phantoms and went right towards the near post as it bounced its way in. LaBarbera had no chance getting back on that one as it completely changed directions and gave the Devils a 1-0 lead. It was the first on the season for Seth Helgeson. O'Neill tried to play it to him with a backhand. Up ahead, D-to-D, Helgeson from Scarlett. His shot, score! That one redirects off a Lehigh defenseman. No chance that time for Jason LaBarbera. An odd-angle shot from the left side half just completely changed trajectories as the Devils pick up the first goal of the night. It's a 1-0 lead. Devils took the 1-0 lead. Helgeson's first from Reese Scarlett and Mike Sislow at the 9:55 mark, making it a 1-0 Devils lead. It stayed that way heading into the second period, but at the 3:20 mark, Joe Raycamp picked up his first AHL goal. Tyler Goldborn and Sam Morin getting the assist as Raycamp marched his way in onside and ripped a shot over the blocker hand of Scott Wedgwood. Again, first AHL goal for Raycamp at the 3:20 mark. Goldborn and Morin the assist, and it was a 1-1 game. Albany, though, would bounce right back as they would pick up a power play tally. Just coming 49 seconds after the goal was scored by Raycamp, the Devils would go on a power play. That power play came after a hooking minor on Kevin Gumas at the 4:01 mark. It took 8 seconds into the power play for the Devils to capitalize and retake the lead. Blake Pietila off a shot down low by Mike Sislow. Florido floats it up high to Mosick at the point. Mosick finding it for Sislow at both of those power play goals. He throws one in front. It's tipped by Pietila up and over the shoulder of Jason LaBarbera. Sislo threw one to the net, and Pianola got a perfect tip on it as it went up and over LaBarbera, and the Devils, just like that, have retaken the lead. Blake Pianola with his 6th goal of the season. Mike Sislo and Ryan Kujawinski getting the assist on the power play goal at 4:09. Later in the period, the Devils would find themselves on a 5-on-3 power play after Nick Cousins was called for cross-checking at 15:37. Mark Alt was called for delay of game just 4 seconds later. On the 5-on-3, a great opportunity for the Devils to increase their lead. That's exactly what they did as Matt Laredo found Brian O'Neill, who tipped it in the empty back door. For Laredo, left circle, centering play, and jammed in by Brian O'Neill. A 5-on-3 power play goal. It's Matt Laredo to Brian O'Neill, who jams that one past LaBarbera, and the Devils make it a 3-1 score. Brian O'Neill's 2nd goal since joining the Devils in his 6th game. Matt Laredo, Reese Scarlett getting the assist. A 5-on-3 goal by O'Neill. 16:17 was the time, and the Devils took a 3-1 lead. It marks the 3rd straight game that the Devils have had 2 power play goals. They went 2 for